Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Get it.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Ready,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's a second down run with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 20.
First down, Atlanta.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Great.
Here's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check nickel. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Spins past it. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Mike, 36. Mike.
They snap it to Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. It's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run. It's Sanders. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Kill, kill, kill.
On first down, it's Turner. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Hustle, hustle. Watch the whip.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Go. Hey, Charlie. Go.
He'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Gun, gun, gun.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Check.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
That's it, baby. Showing up, showing up. Say. Joker. Hey!
On 4th down, Newton. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep for Julio. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. How about this defense? For a 3rd straight play, he's going nowhere. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Ready? 180. Choose the mic. Great. 8. Slant. Hit him all.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Watch the slant. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Sanders. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimum gain.
The open man is Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Back to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down, Falcons.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Watch the safety creep. Check 50. Check 50.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Newton got his target, Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. That's into the hands of Edwards. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Sanders. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Ready. 50, plant.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Let's go.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Falcons are going to win the game.
They knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.